According to reports, there is a sinister plot by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the sole administrator of Rivers State, Ibaz, to appoint the Rivers State INEC commissioner that is going to in turn conduct the local government election in Rivers State before he then hand over power to Siminalayi Fubara. And you guys know that by then it is too late for Fubara, to change anything, thereby, tying his hands into surrendering, because that's the ultimate surrender position. You guys, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please make sure you click on the subscribe button down below. Also turn on the post notification bell. That way you'll be the first person to get notified each time we upload a new video. Also turn on the like button. That way we're encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The Senate has temporarily altered President Bola Tinubu's nomination of Michael Ekpai as chairman of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, citing constitutional concerns over his eligibility. Ekpai, a retired official of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, appeared before the Senate Ad hoc Committee on Emergency Rule in Rivers State for screening on Tuesday. During the session, lawmakers raised concerns about his state of origin, questioning whether a non-indigene could legally head a state electoral body. Ekpai confirmed he's a native of Cross River State, but argued that his non-indigene status was not a disqualifying factor. There is no law that bars a non-indigene from serving as chairman of a state electoral commission, he stated. He went on to suggest that his lack of local ties could serve as a strength, not a weakness. My impartiality is guaranteed because I have no affiliations in Rivers State. I'll be fair and neutral, he told the committee. Ekpai pledged to uphold the law, adhere to electoral timelines, and ensure broad stakeholder engagement in the state electoral process. He also emphasized his extensive electoral experience, noting that he had served for 35 years at INEC, conducted multiple elections, and maintained a record of integrity and adherence to due process. Despite acknowledging Ekpai's professional qualifications, the Senate committee stressed the importance of verifying the legal basis for his appointment. Senators insisted that clarity was needed to ensure the nomination did not conflict with constitutional or state-level legal stipulations. We must review the legal provisions guiding such appointments to ensure compliance with the Nigerian Constitution and the laws of Rivers State, a committee member said. The development comes amid ongoing political tensions in Rivers State following a public fallout between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike. The political crisis led to the suspension of Governor Fubara for 6 months and the installation of an administrator, Ibaz, across Riverian under an emergency rule arrangement. President Tinubu submitted Ekpai's name along with 6 others for confirmation on Democracy Day last Thursday. You always have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. What do you all think of this? Do you think that it is compulsory for the state electoral chairman to be from Rivers State? Or do you think that him, being an indigene of another state would work against, the Constitution? Will he work against the Constitution, or will he be in favor of the Constitution? And as the senators have said, they said that they need to consult with, the Constitution, federal and state, Constitution, to be sure that the appointment of Ekpai, that is the new name that have been submitted by Tinubu, to be the chairman of a state electoral body, is not in any way, contradicting what the law has stipulated. Anyway, guys, before we go, let's take a look at some of the reactions that we got online. The first comment is from Roland, who says, the Senate will still confirm him. They are only looking for Ghana must go because they are not concerned about the Constitution nor the interests of the poor masses. Are of his solo says, Ashiwaju, will you allow such rubbish to happen in Lagos? God is watching you. Ababio said, they will still confirm him. Trust Nigerian politicians at your peril. Wisdom said, I blame Rivers elites, so complacent. What an insult. Can Tinubu allow an Edo person to be Lagos State electoral chairman? See what Wike has turned his people into. But normally, don't you think that if the chairman of a state electoral body comes from another state, that will make him impartial? What do you all think? Let me know in the comment section what you think of that. Do you think that, the person be coming from another state? Because if we say that, on the other hand, looking at it deeply again from another angle, even if the person is, an indigene of another state, if a person still, if these people, politicians, want to buy over the person, it is possible, to buy over the person despite the fact that it's not from River State. It is very possible. And again, even if the person is from River State, that does not, mean that the person would not be partial. You get me? It's just, I don't know. It's both ways. Let me just say it like that. Except if the person just genuinely is an, honest person. Apart from that, whether the person is from River State or not indigenous or non-indigenous, it doesn't matter. If the person will be complicit, he will be complicit. He will surely compromise. Moving on, another comment here says, there is no need to bring someone from the state to come and supervise the conduct of a local government election in River State. Let the issue of River State not be compounded. Fubara can conduct another election in the local government if so wish. Nigeria has too many problems already. There is no need to add to it. Obina Benjamin says, Nigerian constitution has been thrown to waste bin by APC federal government. What is of essence is 2027 election that must be won at all costs. Hence, this impunity in River State. Zeno says, Nigeria under Tinubu is becoming something else, and some people don't have conscience again because of money. Nobody care about integrity again. It's now a crime to reject evil in Nigeria. Another comment here says, why will someone from Cross River State be the head of River State Electoral Commission? Does it mean that no one in River State is qualified to head the commission? Vincent says, Tinubu is preparing ground for rigging 2027 presidential election. He must surely fail. Ibok Ete from Cross River State nominated his Cross Riverian brother, Abi. He wants his brother from Cross River to benefit. You can imagine. Why didn't he nominate somebody from another state apart from Cross River and River State? Ekpai is River State Electoral Commission chairman. Interesting times. Godwin says, this Tinubu thinks that he can win River State in 2027. Let him appoint whoever he likes. The people of Rivers will vote their conscience. Chief says, this man, Ekpai, is making me laugh. Like contesting for Nigeria idol position. Since you are disqualified, go to your state and chair the electoral body. Or since being non-indigenous is strength, you should go for Ghanaian as INEC chairman. Very funny. John Dave says, Fubara can never be trusted with another election. Let Ibaz do his thing. What makes you anyway? I think that as regards the local government election, I was once against it. I was once against Ibaz conducting the election because I felt he is not in the best position to do that. But also thinking about the crisis that emanated from the last local government election that was conducted by Seminala Ifubara. If the election is not conducted, by a neutral person like the sole administrator, and Fubara ends up getting or reclaiming his position, ends up getting back his position as a governor of the state, and he wants to conduct election, I feel like the same problem that arose the other time is still going to arise again, because no how, there is still, beef on ground, although he has apologized to Wike, but I'm very sure that he still would not want to relinquish, the state structure to Wike, which is what Wike wants. I just feel like, the matter should just be settled once and for all. Just that, even at that, we are not sure if, the person who is going to conduct election will be fair. That is now the actual problem. Because if a person is not fair and the person is one-sided, which means that only loyalists, so maybe Wike, will get most of the local government chairmanship position, while Wike will just be Seminala Ifubara would end up get surrounded by his own enemies, and any simple mistake like this, he will get impeached. That is just it. Let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video.